Hey beauties, afternoon to you. So I fell asleep. I'm a sleeper, and I woke up in the early morning, like maybe about 1 o'clock, and I don't know why I said let me put my phone on TikTok to listening on a live, and I know that by 5 minutes time I'd be out like a light, like when you turn off the light, which really happened when I went into my bed to sleep, and I woke up maybe about after 5 or thereabout again. Um, and somehow I heard when a woman said she went with her 94 thereabout year old grandfather to Hellshire Beach, and she bought two fish or fishes if it's two different type, and the man charged her $25,000 for the two fishes and maybe drink. She was flabbergasted. And I mean, I know that she's Jamaican, but she lived abroad for many years, I think, or raised abroad. So you can hear that kind of in between accent, sort of a situation. And I keep wondering, when is it that we're going to at some point get it right in our country? Now, I've heard of people being robbed indirectly, and I say indirectly because they were not held at gunpoint or robbed with aggravation in a sense. Although for me that just almost is synonymous with robbery with aggravation. $25 for two. So I'm wondering if it is the same fish that when God told Peter to go and fish, and when he found that fish, gold coins or a gold coin was in the fish's mouth. There must have been a gold coin in that mouth, because I cannot understand how that man's conscience gave him that go ahead to charge the woman $25,000. And there's a place in Ochorea side, like you're going Ochorea side, St. Anne. Let me use Sharkies. Sharkies is more what? Runaway Bay, Discovery Bay, wherever. You can't, head like you're going, that direction. And I wouldn't say it's an inexpensive place, just and you probably would be purchasing at let's say at worst the fish for maybe 3,000 something, 4,000 with a drink. And I'm not talking a soda, and I'm talking, I don't even think it's a 1 pound of fish. Let's just put it to $5,000. $25,000. And I'm coming here because it bothers me, and I want people, if they should get this and they're in the diaspora, they're abroad, go around with a Jamaican person who knows the prices of these things. He must have had to present gold, frankincense, and myrrh to the woman and the elderly man to charge them $25,000. She said because, and then he dared to tell her, don't go the same way when you're leaving. Just go somewhere else. She said, oh really? She just went to, she allowed her grandfather. She said she just paid it because she didn't know what they would have done to her and to her elderly grandfather. She just paid it. And I can't just imagine how she felt. She went into her motor vehicle, locked the doors, and went back the same direction. So what was he? Why would he tell her to go on? Is it that he wanted to what? Rob her, get other people to rob her? Because I guess from the mere fact he said if she can pay $25,000 for two fishes or two fish, it therefore means that she has a lot of money and she doesn't know what a clock a strike. That's an evil man or woman, whoever served her that. That is evil. And I call that robbery with aggravation, although it is indirect. That is evil. And God certainly will hold you accountable for that. And I want a lot of people to be very careful. If you're living abroad or you don't know, don't just go on your own like that. I know sometimes you're afraid to carry people because they may beg, but take a chance with that. Just be asked, you have to do that. Sometimes you have to choose the lesser of the two evils. 25, and if you carry at best, what you can do is just buy them a meal. And that nothing is wrong with that, because it's good. It pays to be kind and generous. It pays to be kind. It pays to be generous. Can you imagine that? And on a fish, all that sometimes too, depending on the stall that you go to at Hellshire. I think there's a lady there, I don't remember, Prentice. You can probably support her. I promised that I would have gone to visit and support I would encourage you. That is just unbelievable. And we wonder why our country only talk about the murderers in terms of physically killing you. But Jesus says, I say, once you think about it, you murdered the woman financially. You annihilated her financially. Whoever did that, that's evil. That is wicked. That's an atrocity. That's a travesty of justice, to say the very least. It's an unjust move. You should be embarrassed as a human being. To call yourself a human being, to comfortably charge the woman $25 for 2 fish or fishes, as the case may be. It's just unbelievable to hear. Because you feel she has a lot of money, she's from foreign, she don't know Wagwan. 25,000 for 2 of them. And probably that elderly man probably didn't even eat a big one. You know, them older people, most, they don't just eat a lot like that. And they went to take a light drink, if not water. Shame on you. Shame on you. That's bad. The lady said she would never go back there again when she was speaking with somebody. The person who she was speaking with other life said, 25? 25? She said she said she and some friends went to Sharky's and the most they spent was 15,000. She said some, which tells me that is more than 2. Because if it was just 2, she would say couple. Although some Jamaicans will say couple and they mean more, and they're really talking more than 2 because it's just a language, the way how we speak. It bothered me. I could not believe it. I said I was going to sleep a little longer, but when I heard the lady said that to her 25, I said, my God, let me sit in and listening on this live. And that live went south. It went north, it went east, it went west, and north, east, south, east. Let me tell you, man, I'm going to have to talk about that other part of the live. It went, when you looked, it was like 100 people on the live, and then it went to 1.4, 1.6, almost 2,000. Because we could not believe what happened. The saying that says, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, came to the fore. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, came to the fore. It played out. I have seen people bitter, but I have never seen bitterness to the core like that. I have never seen bitterness to the core like that, when a woman's self-esteem has been singed. As a matter of fact, if it has been annihilated and they don't have the physical disposition or the physical features to kind of take them out of that rut. In other words, they may not necessarily look like the beauty queen. That's what I mean. Oh my goodness. That man is in serious trouble. They will stop at nothing to destroy your life or lives. I even went on the woman's page because I said, this is not real. And she had a little, those little memes. Like he said, if you leave me, I will do this. I said, oh my God. See? That live went south. Because I suppose the person who was doing the live was hoping that it would have, because, she mentioned that she has been on from about the last 5 or so hours, and it went south. It went north, I don't even know where it went. But away from that, I'm so sorry, my beauties, that I strayed on that. I just had to put that in. As Jamaicans, honesty should not be our best policy. Let me repeat that. I know what I just said. Honesty should not be our best policy. Honesty should be our only policy. Honesty should be our only policy. It pays to be honest. You benefit only for the moment. But as time goes on, your life dwindles, it spirals out of control. You're not blessed. You become cursed. $25,000. Shame on you. That's terrible. And you lose a business, and perhaps multiplicity of businesses, because she could have told others. Greed is a serious thing. You're avaricious. Guys, follow me on TikTok. subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this